From a superpower and medical power to the black sheep of global epidemic prevention and control, the US seems to have only learned to deceive itself and others in the face of the epidemic, regardless of whether the US once claimed to be the world's largest anti-epidemic country. Take the recent US action against the Shanghai epidemic. The US has ordered the non-emergency government employees and their families of its consulate general in Shanghai to evacuate. From authorized evacuation to forced evacuation, this epidemic card seems to be a familiar formula. Yes, just before the opening of the Beijing Winter Olympics, the US also used this trick. The US has engaged in authorized evacuation or even forced evacuation on the grounds of the epidemic situation, not for epidemic prevention safety, but for political action. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, the US has been sitting on the double champions seat of the new global crown: pneumonia diagnosis and death toll. Can there be more dangerous places in the world than the US? Of course. Judging from the overall data released by the CDC, the US epidemic has shown a stable trend since mid-March without a significant increase. However, is this really the case? Mokdad, a professor at the University of Washington, said that due to the prevalence of self-testing at home, the known infection is only the tip of the iceberg. According to his latest estimates, only 7 out of every 100 infections in the US are recorded in official statistics. At present, the data reported in some parts of the US also show that the epidemic has risen again. With the advent of Easter, spring break and other holidays in the US, there are more parties, and the virus may accelerate the spread and rise again. However, in April 11th, when the White House COVID-19 met with the